These are the best jokes I could come up with from every NBA game that happened over the weekend. Norman Powell had 32 points in a win over Philly to remind Tyler Hero whose team it is before he returns. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had the game-saving strip on Con Knippel to beat the Hornets. You're not getting that with Trey in the starting lineup. I'm kidding. Trey wouldn't have been in the game for a last-second defensive stop anyway. The Raptors beat the Nets to extend their win streak to 7 games. Yeah, they don't know how either. The Thunder beat the Blazers by 27, which is the kind of beatdown you get as revenge for handing OKC their first loss of the season. The Lakers will tell you that a win is a win, especially on the road, but I'm here to tell you that after blowing a 13-point lead and only winning by 2 to the Jazz, maybe it shouldn't. Chris Paul announced that he will retire following this season, which is apparently the decision you naturally come to after playing 16 games for this Clippers team. The Bulls handed the Wizards their 14th straight loss, because if the Pistons are going to go on their double-digit win streak, scales gotta get balanced somehow. Jaden Ivey played his first game for the Pistons since January and was shocked to discover that the Pistons are actually good now. John Morant was seen trash-talking Klay Thompson. The only problem was Klay couldn't hear him sidelined on the bench for what feels like the 100th time over the growing disdain everyone in the organization has for the supposed franchise player. Jokic scored 44, 2 other Nuggets scored 20 plus, and they still lost to the Kings at home? Did they bet their own under? The Cavs took down the Pacers, and I'm just glad to know that 11 points is apparently the amount they need not to blow it. Cooper Flack scored a career-high 29 points in a win over the Pelicans. Number 1 overall pick, proving why he was the number 1 overall pick. So simple. So beautiful. And Brandon Williams had 12 assists in that game, but also shot 1 of 12 with 6 turnovers. Look, Mavs fans, you begged for a point guard. You can't get so picky about which one. Colin Gillespie hit the game-winning runner to give the Suns the win over the Timberwolves. You see, Bradley Beal? If you had just been patient, willing to sacrifice, all this could have been yours. Nikola Jokic had 34, 10, and 9 in a win over the Rockets, while Alperen Sengun only had 14, 6, and 5. It's easy to compare yourself to the Lamborghini until it's time to keep up with one. And Reed Shepherd scored a team-high 27 points off the bench in that game against Denver, and you can't tell me it's not a coincidence that Fred VanVleet announced his new podcast the next day.